Well, good afternoon, everybody. Mike still here with Barbecue Champs Academy Live. We're looking for a great show tonight. We got two great guests on tonight, Mr. Terry Roan, 2018 SCA World Champion, and Mr. Micheal Underwood as well. Another great SCA cook that's out there and having a lot of fun. Been doing this just about 3 or 4 years now, and we're really looking forward to the show tonight. So we're going to talk a little bit about barbecue. We're going to talk a little bit about steak. We're going to talk a little bit maybe about the American Royal. I know the SCA is trying to get back there as well, so we are going to see if we can work that into the conversation as well. Help us keep it going. If y'all have any questions tonight, please feel free to ask our guest any question that you would like. So let's get over here. We got a few folks. Man, I already got 17 folks on here. Gordon, appreciate you being with us tonight. And Lucas, thank you for being here, sir. I still haven't forgot. I know you're trying to get some stuff over here, so don't worry. I'm still working on that for you as well. Justin, appreciate you being here with us tonight. I'm doing well. I hope you are also. I know it's been really good for me in the last week and a half because we finally quit having 100, 102 degree days. So it is definitely getting better. We've been running in the mid to upper 80s, and it's really been nice and finally getting some much needed rain. So I hope everybody's been doing good. Let's say good day from the land down under. Cassie, thank you for being with us today, and congratulations on your desserts that you cooked up last week, and also your steak call that you got, a big third place steak call. Dustin, thank you for being here as well. Mr. Paul, hello, buddy. How are you doing? Greg, I hope you are doing well, and if I recall, I think I seen you're going to the American Royal. I hope you are, and if you do, I'll be in spot 472. Spot 472 is where we'll be, same spot we was last year. So make sure you get over there and introduce yourself to me if you are going to the Royal. Miss Caitlin Crane, good to have you with us. Going to be a great show. 2 awesome guests tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a pretty good show as well. Miss Brenda, we appreciate you being on. Looks like you and Kara had a great time this weekend with Gordon. I tell you what, that girl's got skill, man. That was a pretty awesome looking hot dog that she cooked. And that takes a lot of talent to just be able to go out there and just change. I never would have thought what she did. I was looking at the pictures. I was like, man, she went all out for an Hawaiian dog. It looked fantastic. So make sure you tell her congratulations from us here at Barbecue Champs. Jeffrey, we appreciate you being here and getting ready for a great show. Let's see what we've got. I think I'm sort of, mate. Much appreciated. It's okay. Have you got everything kind of figured out, Lucas, or are you still needing help? Let's see. I think I'm sorted. Much appreciated. Let me know if you're still needing help with that, because I got a couple people that I am talking to. If you've got everything kind of taken care of, let me know. If you still need some help, let me know. BJ, thank you for being here. Mr. Billy was with us last week when we had the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. He was one of the veterans that got to cook with those guys. We had an amazing show last week. And if you did not get a chance to check it out, make sure that you go back and watch last week's podcast. Donna, we appreciate you being with us tonight. My brother Raz, hey buddy, how are you doing? I tell you what, man, you got to watch out for Kara, man. She's got that dadgum hot dogs looking like something you're going to be throwing down. I was like, could you imagine you two being together doing a cooking class? That may be pretty interesting. So glad you're joining us tonight. Cassie, thank you. Yes, sir. Mr. John, we appreciate you being with us. And who else we got? Joshua from Hometown Proud Barbecue and Catering. Glad to have you with us tonight, sir. Really do appreciate you being here. And let's see what we got. Got about 26 folks coming on. We still got more people coming in. As you do, please let us know. And if you're here, Adam Martinez. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? I hope things are going well. I know you got a big wedding coming up here not too long from now, so can't wait to see you and Michelle get married. That is going to be such a great duo. You two belong together, no doubt. So let's see who else. Got 23 folks. Going to give folks just a few more minutes to get here tonight. We got a few announcements that we will be making as well. And while we're waiting on a few folks to come in, just real quick, want to thank all of our partners, Be Extreme Barbecue, Prairie Fresh, Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop, Mr. Brian Crawford, Texas Select Seasoning, love those guys, Mr. Wild Bill, David with Gunnar Wilhelm Knives, some of the best knives, can't wait to meet him at the American Royal again. We had a really good visit last year. Dustin down at the barbecue store in Hempstead, Texas. Good buddy John Lindsay, it all queued up state with all his rubs that he's got. And Miss Gail with Daigle's Barbecue Sauces. Love all you guys. Appreciate all y'all's support and being great partners to work with for us to continue to get out there and keep our name in front of everybody. We appreciate you. So let's see who else we got. Man, here's somebody I hadn't seen on here in a while. Where's he at? Mr. Aaron Leslie. Hey, buddy, how are you doing, man? I hope things have been going good for you. And it's always great to have you on our show. And I know you're going to be at the American Royal. Looking forward to seeing you there, buddy. We got another champ in the house, Miss Marissa Overson. Hey, sweetie, how are you doing? Hope things have been going well also for you. Blake, thank you for being with us tonight. And who else we got? That's it. Oh, Danny Helms. Danny Helms is in the house. We appreciate Danny being with us, one of our partners that we have here on Barbecue Champs. And Danny, I called you yesterday for a big amount of rubs going out. I had another client today reach out to me, and so you can go ahead and add another 100 bottles to that total. That's going to be sometimes in October, and they're expecting about 100. So make sure you have plenty of rubs, buddy. We're fixing to get ready to sell about 300 bottles of rubs for you. So I appreciate your support. Let's see who else we got. Danny's the last one in. Do want to make a quick announcement. We have got a big sale going on for everybody. We're so appreciative of all of our listeners and all of our customers over the last 3+ years. So Labor Day's coming up this coming Monday. Means a lot to me to give everybody a big discount for this. So we have a Labor Day sale going on. All classes, every class that we have, 15% off. Obviously, the coupon code was pretty easy. Coupon code Labor Day at checkout. And the sale is going to end that Tuesday morning after Labor Day. So you got plenty of time. We're giving you a full week to go in. I tell you what, there's a lot of great classes that you can take if you're going to the American Royal. We have got some outstanding classes that are specific to KCBS. If you don't recall, Corey Mikes last year had a first place brisket in the invitation. I think he had a perfect 180 score in that, and he told me that he ran the same recipe that he used in the cooking class. There was one rub that he left off, and if you buy the class, you can go in to his private Facebook page, and he can tell you the one rub that he left off. They don't like a lot of pepper up there at the Royal, and he left off the one rub that he uses. It's got a lot of pepper in it. So Lee Hickle, he was pretty dominant last year in KCBS. I know 3 of the 4 meets he was in the top 10, and he's got some great classes. David Bosca, he was runner-up in 2018. David is a phenomenal cook. We've had a lot of people taking his classes here lately, doing extremely well in KCBS barbecue. Obviously, you got somebody like Mark Lambert, 7-time world champion. His was a KCBS class. Sterling Smith, Smitty has got an incredible class as well, all geared toward KCBS. Robert Smith, no doubt, a phenomenal cook. His class was a mix with KCBS and kind of IBCA, CBA boxing. So he showed you how he did it. Sterling did legs. Mark Lambert did legs. Robert Smith did legs. Corey did thighs. And David Bosca did thighs. Robbie Royal's class is geared toward GBA and KCBS as well. He did thighs. So I think I got everybody covered kind of throughout that. Some outstanding classes. We just want to give you that discount. We did this for the 4th of July, and I mean, I'm telling you what, we sold so many classes leading up to the 4th for 3 or 4 days prior to it. And that 1st through the 4th, we sold a ton of classes all through there. A lot of people are gearing up to go to the Royal. You've got a month from now before it happens, so you've got plenty of time to get in, to watch these classes, to get all your rubs in season, injections, and everything they do. The great thing about these classes is you can go in and you can watch them over and over and over. You can get all the fine details that they're doing. You can see exactly how much rub that they're putting on, exactly how they're going about making their injections and injecting it, the cooking process, the whole 9 yards. We have so many people that are coming out of these and they're saying, look, I don't watch them one time. I watch these classes 4 and 5 times. and I see there's things that I missed the first time that I missed the second time, and the third and fourth time after watching them, I'm actually seeing things that I didn't see prior. And that's the great thing about a live, in online class as opposed to a live class. Live class, you get to see it one time. And you better hope you took good notes. You better hope you saw exactly how they did it. And most of the time, you're going to probably miss 40-50% of the stuff that they're doing. So if you're going to the Royal, or if you're ready to step up your game, you know, the great thing is prices are finally starting to come back down. I'm seeing brisket prices coming down. It's been nice to see all the diesel fuel and stuff dropping about 75 cents to almost $1. I think things are fixing to start picking back up a little bit. And I know a lot of people are getting excited to cook because the fall's getting here. We had a really, really hot summer, and I think people are fixing to get out there and make it happen. So we're ready to help. We've got some great classes going to be coming down the pipeline, lined up for fourth quarter. I've talked to my film crew. I've got a couple guys that we're reaching out to. We're going to see if we can get them in here. I know we're going to get Mark Lambert in here with his Memphis and May class. So we've got some big stuff lined up. So you just be sure to take advantage of this 15 off sale every class that we have. All right, so I'm going to leave that up for throughout the rest of the show. Let's see here who we've got. Jody Davis, thank you for being with us. James, we appreciate you being here. Justin, once again, let's see, these classes are worth it. If you're on the fence about it, buy it. Thank you, Justin. We appreciate it. We always appreciate any of our customers to give us shout outs and stuff like that. We have so many. Here lately, I've been kind of catching you when you tag us. If y'all make a post, we've been grabbing that and throwing it on Barbecue Champs Facebook page to kind of give you guys a big shout out. We've got over 11,000 followers on our Facebook page. We got big things happening. I've been approached by an investor over in Saudi Arabia that is wanting me to help them get an international barbecue exhibition off the ground for them to try to get it going in January or February. So I'm negotiating with those guys to help them out. So Barbecue Champs, we have sold a lot of classes over in Saudi Arabia. It's kind of, wouldn't have ever thought it, but it's happened. And so we've got a lot of things happening behind the scenes. And we're so appreciative of all of our customers that have helped make it happen. Let's see here. Ready for the next raffle. Okay, so I'm going to make real quick note about that. We're not going to do what is actually called a raffle any longer. We have had to change that. If we're going to end up doing this, I don't want to have any stipulations of a waffle or anything like that. We're going to have some more details of that probably sometimes next week. We want to keep everything legal. We're really not, I mean, there's a lot of people that's doing these waffles. Raffles, waffles, I mean, it's all the same. And but I just want to do it in a legal way that it doesn't get us in making it to where it's just, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sell a class with a temporary membership. And once you have a temporary membership, guess what we can do? We can give a class away. So it's going to kind of be the same. We're just trying to changing up the wording for the legality part of it. So what'll end up happening is for every class that you buy, you get actually a backyard barbecue class. So that's something that we've added. You'll get one backyard barbecue class and a temporary membership. And that's $25. If you decide you want two backyard barbecue classes, and you'll get two backyard barbecue class along with that temporary membership, that's going to be two spots that you'll have for a selection for us now that you are a temporary member to go in, and we can randomly select somebody to get that all-access class for barbecue, and we're going to do it for steak. Completely fits within everything. As a customer, as a member, it's easy for us to do that, so we're really excited. I'm just checking with all the legality of it, but see no reason. You're not buying a ticket of anything. You're buying a backyard barbecue class, and this gives us the opportunity to give away an all-access class. So we're really, really excited about that. Thinking about even doing it for the steaks, where it would be, the classes would be $10, and you can only have 18 enrollment at a time. So I think it's going to be a pretty cool deal, and we're excited about it. A lot of people have already, like, when are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? So we're going to let this week go by. I've got a few things that I'm checking on. We're getting the new page built for it, and I think it's going to be great. It's all going to be legit because you're buying a barbecue class and a temporary membership, and with that temporary membership, it gets you in to where we can randomly select somebody. And once we select somebody, the temporary membership goes away. You'll keep the backyard barbecue class for 14 days so you can go watch it, and then we'll do it up again. So that's kind of what we got going on. All right, got a couple more pokes here, and then we're fixing to dive into it. The value of the updated classes and no extra cost cannot be overstated. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Billy. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, the updates have been great, and we are working to get the guys in still to do updates on their classes. It's just been a pretty hectic summer for my film crew and them and trying to coordinate everything. Heath, thank you for being here. And Raz, yeah, brother, glad you're here. James, yeah, it sold out. Sold out in 3 minutes. Sold out in 3 minutes. So we know that these are very, very popular, but we're going to do it the legit way, and we're not going to have any issues with anything. That's just the way I'm going to roll. All right, I think it's about that time. We got 34 folks on here. We appreciate everybody being here. It's time to bring in our first guest, Mr. Terry Roan, the SCA world champion, Mr. Terry Roan. Hello, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I mean, it's not 100 degrees no more. Prices of things in brisket have come down a little bit. The fuel prices have come down a little bit. I'm excited to get ready to go cook. We got the American Royal 1 month away, and I couldn't be happier. We've got a lot of folks that are reaching out to us about these classes for KCBS and who to take, what to do. And, you know, I mean, if you're going to spend... It's upwards of $2,000 to go to the Royal. I mean, by the time you do entry, fuel, if you're cooking the invitation and the open, you're going to spend over $2,000. That's what I spent last year. It was about $2,100. Take a class, you know, just like Justin said just a minute ago, and BJ said, just get a class. It's gonna help you so much. I mean, even building the boxes, these guys can build a box in like 5 minutes. A box is built. And I'm like, man, this is insane. So, how you been doing?
Man, been doing great. Been on the steak trail and really cooking just about every. See if we can't make a little headway and just having fun this year.
You have had an amazing. I tell you what, Terry, you have been a very, very amazing, consistent cook. I don't remember where you've been, 5th or 6th last year in the points, and I think you're what, 3rd or 4th right now, and. You know, you've got it. It's a grind to get out there and do it, but man, you just make it happen.
Well, it's you. Don't get me wrong. You can reach burnout.
Yeah.
And I've seen people reach burnout, and you know, each year I get in a little slump and little burnout, but you kind of gotta reach down and a little intestinal fortitude and say, hey, you know, I'm committed to this. I'm in for the long haul, and just. But more than anything this year, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
More so than I have in the years past.
That's good. That's good. When you get out and have fun, and you know, and if it's like our barbecue brothers, and I know how the steak people are, it's just like, you know, it's family, right? And getting out and having fun with everybody, it is a blast, no doubt.
And one of the things that's made me really enjoy, especially this summer, more than in the years past, is I've had people give barbecue champs shout.
Yeah.
Come up to me, hey, thank you for the updates. Very good. I'm running your recipe today, and I've been beat with my own recipes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I hope everyone is enjoying them and the classes and the updates. I mean, put it all on the line. I showed everyone original what I did in 2018, and I showed everyone been doing since 2020.
Right.
Changes that I've made. So I hope that they see the value in it and that they tell them. And so we can sell more classes. So.
Yeah, I've had a lot of positive feedback with your new updated class. I mean, good. I've had several people like, man, the new update is awesome. So I've had a lot of positive, all of them. I mean, Will Collier, so many people have liked the new updates he did. Shauna as well. Shauna completely changed everything up in hers, so hers is new. So between you, Shauna, and Will, We're working on trying to get John down here pretty soon. And John said, "Hey, when you got it, I'm finally getting called up some. Let me know." So we may be seeing a new updated class from John. And then Matt, it's just kind of hard. Matt's got to kind of get kind of close. He's got a long. He's either going to have an expensive flight to get down here. Or we're going to just have to get him booked where he can get in here. So we want to get Matt. Matt said he wants to get in to do an update, and it's really good that y'all are actually, hey, here's the new update. Here's what we got. And I hope everybody appreciates it. So, let's see, Jody. So late night phone calls on the way home from a comp with your cooking family is some of the best times. Yep, that's for sure. It sure makes the travel going back awfully good. That's for sure, Jody. All right, so we got one other guy that we want to bring in here. He is also a great SCA cook as well. Been doing pretty good over the last few months that I have been keeping up with him. Mr. Micheal Underwood, hello, sir, with 931 Barbecue. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about y'all?
Man, doing good, doing good. It seemed like you kind of been taking the barbecue world, or the steak cooking world by storm a little bit. I've been kind of following you and seeing what you're doing. It looks like you're having a pretty good time. I see a big $1,000 check back there, so I'm kind of thinking that was probably I see a golden ticket hanging off the bottom of it, so yep. That's got to be pretty exciting. Tell us a little bit about Micheal Underwood. How did you get started, or how many years have you been cooking, and tell us a little bit about you. I'd like to know.
I guess it's probably about like 90% of people. They, when COVID hit, we didn't have nothing else to do, and I'm a truck driver, so I listen to podcasts all day, every day. That's right. I've got 30 of them I, go through every day, so. And Malcolm Reed had his. He always talked about the SCA Cookoffs, and I figured that would be something pretty interesting that I could get into. So that's when I got started, is that.
How long ago was this?
Probably right at 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you? So you looked into the SCA. You found, I guess, a competition kind of close to you. How'd you roll out and do? I mean, did you did you practice? Did you know what to do, or did you just like, hey, I'm just going to go cook a steak and see what happens?
No, I practiced quite a bit, just from Malcolm Reed's videos, and I think I watched one of Cosmo's, and probably one of Swine Life, Jamie. I watched his, just in Tennessee Mojo, Jay. Right. I watched all his stuff, and I just went out there and tried it, and that's actually where I met Jody Davis for the first time, was there at that one. It was in Decatur, at Lily Flag Cookoff, I think. And I think I finished, both of my steaks were like 22nd and 23rd, I think, for my first time.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
No, I was pretty excited about it for my first time anyway.
Right. So that was just kind of the kickoff to get started, huh?
Yeah, that was it.
All right. So how many cook-offs do you do a year?
I try to do about one a month. If I can make the contest pay for itself, I'll do more.
Right.
So like lately, they've been paying for themselves, so I've been doing more. So
yeah.
That's the way I try to make it work.
It's always nice to get it where it funds everything. I'm kind of with you. I mean, I have a lot of fun when I go, and I can make enough money to cover everything. So
yeah, if I can just pay my entry fee, I'm happy. I can cover everything else.
Yeah. I'm kind of like you. I'm sure Terry's probably the same way, except I bet his expenses sometimes are probably a little bit more than the average, because that guy drives halfway across the country. So
I've seen him twice in Tennessee this year. So
yeah, that's a long haul from Texas, especially around the Dallas area.
Yeah.
Terry, how much do you spend? How much do you spend an average going to a competition? What's your average expenses? I know you got a $150 entry fee, so just kind of wondering.
If you go to a double, this last weekend, great example is in Tulsa, Oklahoma Joe's cook-off. Like my steaks that well, but anyway, it is what it is. You're going to have ups and downs.
Right.
You got to regroup and come on back. The fuel, probably around $80. Hotel room, I got a special rate for that. So it was like 130. It's what I do. I drive up Friday. It's only about a 4.5, 5 hour trip. I'm not trying to do that all in one day.
Right.
Night's rest, get up, cook, and then when the cook-off's over, I head back. Meals, I'm not too. I don't go crazy on meals or anything like that. So
Right.
it's probably about $50 in meals. So that
50, 80, that's 130 a hotel, probably close to another 80, so probably about $210, $220
yeah, but
plus
yeah,
your entry fee. Yeah.
entry fee was $345 because I did cook ancillary
I got you.
double steak. So it's that weekend right there is around $600, $650.
Yeah.
And
That's about right.
last year I spent over $15,000 just in entry fee.
Wow, that was last year.
Yes, sir.
Wow,
So
that's a
it
lot.
starts up.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
trying to think. Let's see. Entry fees for this weekend is going to be $800.
800 for this weekend.
Yep.
What are you cooking, and how many are you cooking? It's got to be a triple.
Well, it's a single Friday night, a double Saturday, and a double Sunday.
Dang,
So,
5 competitions. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's 320, that's 640, and then another 160 for Friday night. That's $800 in entry.
Yeah.
Wow. Michael, have you done a that's beyond a quad. So
No. Yeah. Yeah, I think my first call that I got was in Franklin, Tennessee, and it was on a Friday. And then that next day, we went to Decatur. That's the only time I cooked 2 days in a row.
yeah. Yeah, that's quite a bit right there. Then back-to-back days. Of course, I mean, the thing is, I can see why you would want to do that, Terry. Your travel expense is already done. You're getting to do 5 cook-offs. I kind of think that's a really good way to do it because you got 5 chances of winning, but yet, you've only got 2 nights or 1 night 2 nights in this case in a hotel, and your travel's the same, So I think it makes it cost effective to be able to go in and knock out. Don't you think so?
You bet. So it'll be $800 fees. Then you're talking $300 right in that neighborhood for hotels. So you're at $1,100.
Right.
And meals, probably $100 for the entire weekend.
Right, $1,200 for the whole weekend. Yeah, that's not too bad. And you got a chance. I mean, you got 5 chances to get a first, make $1,000, and second's $500. So you can if you can just get a top 5 and a couple other walks, it'll get close to paying for everything. So
right, and we'll probably end up doing the ancillary, which is wings on Sunday in Electra, Texas. So
okay, that's good. That's good.
It'll be a busy weekend.
Yeah, Michael, have you done a lot of ancillaries, or are you just kind of focusing on the steaks?
I'll try to do some, but I think I might, do pretty good. 2 weeks ago in Decatur again, I made like an Oreo taco, and I think I got 4th place with it.
Yes, I saw that, and it looked amazing. I was like, I showed that to my wife, and I was like, I want this. That looked really good. An Oreo taco. That looked amazing. So
yeah, they were pretty good.
Yeah, and you got 4th place on it?
Is it 4th or 5th? One of them.
Okay, that's good.
5th.
That's good. They look great. I'll tell you right now, they look great.
Yeah.
And I think you've been playing around with some ribs as well, hadn't you?
Yeah, whenever I find one, it's got. In Winchester was the last one I cooked at. It had a rib ancillary, and I got 4th in it, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And the one before that was down around where Buford Pusser come from, where he was at. I got 4th down there.
Okay.
Down around Memphis and all that. 2
rib competitions, 2 4th place finishes, both top 5. I'd say that's pretty dadgum good. So.
Yeah.
So it's what 931, 938 barbecue.
931.
931 barbecue. So Did you get into barbecue? Was you doing barbecue before you did steak, or is this kind of your just steak competitions is the only competitions that you've done?
Barbecue is what I really want to do, and I just got to get the nerve up to do it.
Right,
Cooking these ribs is a good, helping me out because I cook a competition rib whenever I do them, and
right,
then
right,
I'm about worked up to do a chicken, do my chicken, do a backyard contest, when I
right.
find one in Alabama,
Yeah,
something
there you
close.
go. There you go. So, well, how long did it take you, and what was the turning point for you to start really progressing in the steak? You had 20 mid pack, 20th place. What did you do to finally get it to where you was consistent up in the top 10? And how long did it take you to get your first call?
Well, it took me probably, I don't know, I met Steve Noble. That was probably about a year and a half ago, I guess. I met him, and we cooked in Franklin. That's when we cooked in Franklin. He kind of helped me on my trimming a little bit, and soaking that string in the marinade,
Right, right.
and I did that, and that's when I got my first call at seventh place, I guess.
Okay,
That was my first one.
there you go. That's good.
And then I guess it really started whenever I took John Lindsay's class first.
Right,
And that, there were certain little things, you do there to, like, when I put my steak up on the riser, I spray it, with the water,
right,
mist it a little bit to kind of
right,
keep it juicy, little stuff like that you get from all the different classes,
right, right,
You learn something from Terry's. I learned how to trim a lot better from Terry's class.
right. Yeah,
The
Terry's
way he
got a
does, you
yeah
know.
he's definitely got a good class on trim. There's no
Yeah.
doubt. So you took Terry's class, you took John's class.
I took
Okay.
Matt
Oh, you
Overson's
took
class.
Matt
Yeah.
Overson's class. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of grill you cook on?
PK Go now.
PK Go. Okay.
That PK Go is something special. I can tell
Yeah.
you. Huh?
Yeah.
I love that grill.
Cooking a little machine.
I love my
Yeah.
PK original too, but that PK grill the Go is, I don't know. I just really like it.
Like it. Okay. Terry, have you? I know you cook on a PK original. Have you ever tried the PK Go or not?
No, I have not. I won one when I won the Kansas Points Chase last year, and got a PK Go. It's in the shop, still in the box.
I be dang.
You might have to do some trading for that, Terry.
Yeah, there you go.
Me and Terry's been known to do some trading.
There you go. There you go. Hey, if anybody's got any questions for these guys, look, it's kind of quiet over there in the comments. Fire away. We'll see if we can answer some of their questions. Maybe they can give you some advice. Maybe they just don't want to. So, but we'll at least entertain the thought. And so, Terry, I know that they've got last year. It was a lot of fun. The SCA was at the American Royal. I'm talked to Matt Overson last night, asking was they going to have that again this year, and it was off, and then it was on, or it was on, and then it was off, and then I think he said that they have submitted some paperwork or something, and perhaps the KCBS may have, or the SCA may be trying to get the back to the American Royal. So I hope they do. If they do, are you going to be able to make it this year to the Royal if they do make that?
I plan on being there, Mike. That usually comes off about the first part of October.
It's going to be October the 1st, yeah.
October 1st is what?
Well, let me go back. It's going to be August, September. Let me just take a quick peek. It's going to be, today's the 30th. It's going to be October the 1st. So the Friday night is September the 30th, which I think that's when y'all did it, or y'all may have done it on Thursday the 20th.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. So it would be the 29th of September. And y'all did it on a Thursday night. So it would be the 29th if they do it again the same.
Right. I think that would work for me to go to that. I know that I'm pretty certain the first weekend in October. I've had watching Arcasipi. podcast and listening to Ronald and something that impacted his family. And I've kind of made a commitment to Ronald that I would go to Mississippi that first weekend in October to cook in that Labonner
Cookoff.
hospital benefit for them.
Right.
They try to raise money, and it's all about children.
Yeah.
Like, Children's Hospital, because Ronald and his son Clint, his Darby, they lost a son, and
Right.
so that cook-off is very near and dear to their heart, and they tried to raise money for that.
That's good. That's good. Well,
to go cook that.
Well, if I recall, last year you did the cook-off at the American Royal on a Thursday. Friday morning, Suzette and I was in Bob Evans eating breakfast, and you come rolling in there, and we got to eat with you again, and you had everything packed up, and I don't remember where you took off. You was going somewhere after that, so it would.
Yeah, I went down into Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, that's right. That's right.
It was the Tulsa area, and which
Yep.
it's a nice drive out of Kansas City, just straight down 49 to 44, and it's all interstate. But,
Yep.
I think they have the cook-off at American Royal because it's so great to get to see everybody barbecue and obviously steak as well. But there's a lot of barbecue cooks out there try to get around and say hello to everybody while I'm there because I don't see them any other time.
Right. But, it was a good time. I think y'all had about 45 teams there last year, and it was really, really fun. So.
Oh yeah. They're all packed in that little one area.
Right.
But there's Michael. I don't know if you're going to plan on going to this cook-off, but Jody Davis, brother-in-law, Henry, he is along with some of the members of their church there in the Sevierville, Gatlinburg area. They're going to be putting on a big cook-off, and it's the last weekend in October. And it'll be 3 steak cooks and 4 ancillary cooks. So anyone that's attempting to really gain, get an advantage points and whatnot, that'd be a good one to go to. Plus, that time of year, Jody's telling us, if we don't get a lot of rain, then the leaves will still be on the trees and they'll be beautiful. So,
it'll be pretty.
It'll be pretty up there, yeah.
And I hope they are able to get plenty of cooks booked in there for that. I think that's going to be a fun time for whoever goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go to that one. If not Friday, at least be Saturday.
Yeah. It's beautiful. We went up there a couple of years ago, and it was the first weekend in November, and gosh, it was just absolutely beautiful up there. We stayed in Pigeon Forge. Or Gatlinburg. We stayed in Gatlinburg. No, we stayed in Pigeon Forge and ran over to Gatlinburg. It was just really, I'd never been up there. It was absolutely beautiful. So, All right, got a few questions. Let's see. Travis wants to know where's the best place to have a beer in the falls.
A beer?
A beer. Where's the best place to have a beer in the falls? You never know about Travis where he's going with that. So
I don't know.
All right, Cassie says, with ancillaries, is it best to give the judges something to think about or play it safe with flavors? What do you do with that, Terry?
Well, one thing you got to consider is creativity. Taste is one to consider. Trying to think what all you're being judged on. Help me out, Michael.
The creativity's and the taste is a lot of it, and the execution's one, I guess.
And appearance. I think there's like 4 there.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Anyway, I guess. Sorry, I know what I'm wanting to say. I'm trying to think of how to say it. Sometimes judges, if you turn in a Scotch egg in an ancillary, and you keep turning in, pretty soon, it's not the execution piece, it's the creativity. Once they've seen something a few times, it's just, well, I've seen that.
Right.
And how it tastes, I mean, unless it's just super over the top in taste, I'm not saying you're not going to get in the top 10, but you're probably
Right.
not going to win it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pam, man, had one heck of a ancillary this weekend. She had this particular dip that she had made, and then she had some boiled shrimp, like right on top. I believe it's boiled shrimp or maybe it's grilled shrimp.
Right.
And and she won. So there's always that worry: are there judges that are allergic to like shellfish and that sort of thing? That's the only thing that scares me about doing fish, like fish tacos or something of that nature, or
Right.
just tacos. Is are they allergic to it?
Right.
And, but
Yeah, I think when I took the judging class, they pretty much said if you got any kind of allergies, you really don't need to be judging the ancillaries, you know.
Yeah, because you don't ever know what they're going to
So
use.
hopefully they'll, you know. But
It's kind of important.
yeah, that's you kind of want to throw something weird that tastes really good, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
got-
it's you got to think about it.
Yeah.
on something they haven't seen quite some time.
Yeah.
Right. Give them something a little different, but make it taste good. Don't give them an unfamiliar flavor. Make it taste good because they're going to be going, "What is this?" You know, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I would think.
Yeah.
All right. So Candace it's okay. It's not the weekend of the Royal. It will be the next weekend. Ronald's event is October 7th and 8th. So it will be the following weekend after the Royal. So let's get the Royal going. Let's see. Randall, are you cooking in Baton Rouge on the 10th? I guess that's directed at me because there's one down in just outside of Baton Rouge. It's a BCA competition, so I'm assuming you're talking about that, Randall. That's where I got my very first grand champion down there at that cook-off. And I was planning on going to it, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I got a lot of stuff going on. I've got to travel to Atlanta, leaving Thursday for a big, huge corporate cooking class that I'm doing. And by the time I won't get back until Saturday, and I just got a lot going on. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it as much as I really, really wanted to get down there to it. So let's see what else we got. Hey, Juke, how you doing, buddy? Let's see who. This is going to be a great one. Gatlinburg, go, Mike. I'm all in. Yep. And let's see what else we got. Oh, Wichita Falls. I think that's where he was talking about. There's a good place to have a beer in Wichita Falls. Let's see here. Jody Davis. Mike, you should come cook that competition in Gatlinburg. I don't know if he's talking to me or he's talking to you.
He's
I don't
probably
even.
talking to me.
Yeah, I think he's talking to you because I ain't going to go Gatlinburg to go cook no state competitions. So
Yeah, I mean, it's still 4 hours for me, so.
yeah, it's a
But
long
it's
haul
pretty
for
country
me.
up there.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. I found that
12,
with
14 for you probably.
yeah, it's a long haul. I found that my domes, different flavors, but they now know and expect it. So yeah, she cooked some really pretty desserts. They
Yeah.
looked like little balls. God, they were really, really
Yeah, they
pretty.
look pretty neat.
Yeah,
They
they
probably
did.
do good over here.
Yeah, I would eat one. You know,
Yeah.
I tell you what, Cass. Here's what you need to do. If you really want to know if they're good, I can message you my address, and you can box them up. You can overnight them to me, and I'll promise you I'll give you my all out tell you just how good they are, or maybe they're really bad, and I think you might need to do it again to send them to me again. I'm sure the first 2 or 3 times they may be pretty bad. I just tweak it a little bit. So maybe if you need some help with it, I'm all in to help. I'm all in to help. So anyway, she's cracking up at that. Anyway. Let's see. Okay, if you aren't going to the Royal, join us at the SCA event in Baton at Bio. Where's that at, Terry?
I think it's Bayou La Battery down in Alabama.
Okay, yeah, there it is in Mobile, Alabama. All right. So if you don't go to the Royal, you got one to go there. And let's see. Lucas has already had her dessert. He said they're good. And let's see what she says. Why don't you fly me over? I can cook them fresh. Touche, girl. Touche. Yeah, you did good on that. That was good right there. I love it.
I want to take the opportunity to talk a little bit about Milt Collins' event that he has over in Allgood, Tennessee.
Okay.
And it's it's he does 2 cook-offs. He do one in North Carolina, and then he does that one in Tennessee, there where he's from, and it's to benefit ALS and the cure. He had I think his original cooking partner, when he got to cooking barbecue, ended up passing away from ALS. Just Bacon's Lou Gehrig. I want to kind of open up, Michael. That was a heck of a weekend for him that I had the opportunity to witness. So take it away, buddy.
Yeah, that all good comp, it was pretty good. That one in Georgia was pretty good. He put on too. I forgot the name of that town, but anyway, I just talking about But anyways, I ended up a 10th place there, and won that PK grill that Terry got. I traded him. So, and then that one in Allgood, the slab, a month ago? Well, in the beginning of the month, that was my first place since I started cooking, and that was running Terry's new recipe. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, his new recipe is banging.
That was
good.
Totally opposite recipe from what I ever run. So.
Right. First time out using it and get a first place, that's a tribute to how good these classes are. And Terry's new, like I said, I've had a lot of people like, man, his new classes, the updates are just awesome. So, yeah, I'm glad you did good. So,
what did you turn in ancillary over there, Michael?
Oh, I made, because it was anything Wampler, so I made a sausage and gravy kolache.
Woo! A sausage
they didn't
and gravy.
They didn't like it too much, but
come on now, sausage and gravy, that automatically deserves some good scores. Wow.
I've tried it 3 times now, and it's not done good every time. So I think it's about time to do something else next time.
Yeah. Well, last example on ancillary, Mike, were the people in Middle Tennessee, there north of Nashville, northeast. How often do they probably see stuffed peppers? And so that's what I did with stuffed peppers. Cleaned them out real good, so not a lot of heat, or not even heat at all. And used with Wampler sausage and bacon wrapped them. And a matter of fact, Milt loaned me a crate to cook them up. So I ended up with a third, and I was very tickled that did that well for that area. So I'm doing something different as much as you can.
Well, that's like, you don't see kolaches around here. That's a Texas thing,
Yeah.
You might see some with, a smoked sausage in it, but not with sausage and gravy in it. I seen that on Food Network, I think, where I decided I was going to try that. So.
Right.
They're really good. But they just don't. I don't know if they don't like the creativity or I don't remember what the scores were, but I knew it was bad. So
that's funny. That's funny. All right, let's see. Charlie, I'm all in. I'm all in for Gatlinburg, Michael. So Charlie's going. Okay, there we go. Jody Davis, trust the dust. Yep, absolutely. Okay, Jeremiah's got a question. How do we qualify for the Royal? All right, so if you're cooking the SCA, then anybody can go to the Royal. It's just an SCA event that's at the American Royal, so you can go cook an SCA event. If you're talking about barbecue, you can cook the open. You don't have to qualify. Anybody can go to the American Royal and cook on that Sunday at the American Royal, which is the open. It's open to anybody that wants to cook. I'm cooking the Invitational, which I had to qualify for that, so I'll be cooking on that Saturday and Sunday. And to qualify for the Invitational, you have to win a sanctioned event that is a qualifier for the American Royal Invitation. You have to grand champion it. And I had a grand champion that I won at a sanctioned barbecue event that was a qualifier for the American Royal. So that's how you have to qualify to cook the Invitational. The SCA, anybody can go cook it. And if you want to go to the American Royal and just cook the open, last year there was right at 500 teams there, and anybody can go cook it. So dust off your cooking equipment and go up there and have a lot of fun, because it's going to be a blast this year. I think there's going to be a lot of Texas teams that's going to be there this year.
Well, one thing about the American Royal too, inside that Motor Speedway, the infield there, it is a huge area, and it accommodates everyone.
Oh yeah.
And you're not cramped either. So,
yeah. It's big.
Really good venue that they got for it.
It really is, and they're going to have whole hog. I think on either I think whole hog's Friday night. I think they're going to have a whole hog event. If the SCA is there, that'll be Thursday. Friday night they'll have whole hog. I think the last I heard there's 6 or 7 teams that'll be there competing. I know our very own Mark Lambert will be there cooking whole hog. I know Matt Overson, who got reserve grand champion last year, he has told me he's going to be cooking it again. Robert Smith, another one of our cooks, he's going to be cooking a whole hog this year. So there's, of the 7 teams, 3 of them's, of course, 2 barbecue guys. And Matt Overson does pretty dadgum well in barbecue himself. And he's been really wanting to learn how to cook whole hog. And he's been doing pretty dadgum well in the whole hog stuff that he's been doing as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the group from the Shed will be there.
Yeah, the Shed will be there. Yeah, and Stretch will be there. So Stretch, the Shed, and then Matt, Mark,
Eric, and
Robert
Alex.
Smith, and Eric. Yeah, and that's it. I think that's the teams. That's who's going to be there. So it's going to be it's not going to be a lot of teams, but it is going to be a stacked competition, no doubt. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, guys, I tell you what, I really do appreciate y'all coming on. We've had a great bunch of guests on. I mean, a great group on tonight. If y'all have any comments real quick, get them in. And really appreciate everybody being here. Michael, I certainly do appreciate you taking a little time out to being on our podcast. I'm glad to see that you got into the competition state cooking and you've done pretty well. And I love seeing that $1,000 check back there with the golden ticket. And it makes us feel good to know that we was a part of it. And we appreciate the shout-outs that you've been giving us and telling people about our class. We just want to continue to grow this sport. And you got any final comments or any sponsors that you would like to thank?
No, just, well, I'm part of Team DV180 and Hound Hogs Barbecue Supply. Really, they're a good group of guys over there, super fast shipping.
Okay.
And then Flaps 20, the marinade I like to use.
Okay, very good, very good. Terry, what about you, buddy?
Well, really, as we get closer on the ancillary trail, and you've got, I believe it's Mad Max.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some classes out there.
Yeah.
That could be some recipes and help push you over the top when you're trying to win on the ancillary, and because that race is pretty tight between Catherine Noble, Craig Carter, Brandon Crane.
Yeah.
He's right there in the top 3 or 4. I mean, Brandon has really been cooking lights out this year.
Yeah, he really has. Yeah, one thing about Max's class, Montana Max is he goes by Montana Max Barbecue, Max Nelson. He's a Culinary Fight Club champion. Some of his stuff was just, I mean, out of bounds, crazy good. The flavor profiles, I don't know. It's just, I kept calling him Chefy Chef because he's always chefing things up and creating like layers of flavor that my mind couldn't wrap what he was doing. I just like, dude, how do you come up with this stuff, man? I mean, he was doing stuff to burgers and he was doing stuff. I was like, what the heck? And I would bite into it and I just freaking get chill bumps. Like, man, you freaking cooking some like amazing food. And the way that he won first place in the that online food world food creativity or appearance or whatever they called it. Had 3 first place that year. And I mean, his food is just amazing. And I'm surprised. I mean, if you're looking for ancillaries, techniques on ancillaries, different flavor profiles that I doubt anybody's doing some of the stuff that this guy's doing. Go check them out. It's on Barbecue Champs, bbqchamps.com. Go check them out. And, I think there's something there that will definitely help up your game. I just think that they're there, and it will definitely help you.
Yeah,
Also,
only closing comment I'd have is I'd like to thank everybody that's taken my class, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it helped you with your steak cooking, and if you've taken it and you're just as backyard, I hope you're enjoying it and you're wowing your neighbors, and you are the king or queen of your cul-de-sac, as we say
yep,
in the
yep.
class, because everybody thinks they cook great steak, and when you want to be over the top for your neighborhood, I think that speaks volumes. And there's
Oh,
been
it does.
Yeah, oh yeah.
those individuals that have taken the classes, and,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
just want it for the backyard,
yeah.
and I thank them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, we've got a big Labor Day sale going. All classes 15% off now through next Tuesday. So we're going to run it for a week. bbqchamps.com. Heck, the whole time I had this up, I didn't have the website, but I think everybody knows how to find us. bbqchamps.com. This sale will end on 9/6/22. That's 7 days from now. It gives you plenty of time to get them. If you're going to the American Royal and want to up your game, no doubt this will help you. Building boxes, flavor profiles, everything. If you're looking to up your steak game, we got some great steak cooks as well. Be sure to check them out, bbqchamps.com. Take advantage of this 15 off sale. I'll be promoting that all week long. We had sold so many classes for the 4th of July. I can't remember. It was a lot of classes. That's all I know. And I'm sure that we're going to sell quite a few of them here for Labor Day. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being on here. Michael, good luck for the rest of the year. Terry, I hope I get to see you, buddy, in Kansas City. I hope they actually get that pulled off. And if we do, we'll definitely go break some bread and go out for breakfast again. We had a good time with you, and Suzette enjoyed our time that we got to eat with you. So I hope you get to make it. I appreciate everybody being here with us tonight. Glad you enjoyed our show. It's always great to have our guests with us. And as we always say, y'all go out there, have a lot of fun, and smoke on.